Hickey has been replaced for the last couple of minutes, having played his heart out. Niall Moran in for the last few minutes then of what is looking like a glorious afternoon for John Allen, the man who came after Donal O'Grady from Cork to take up the manager's reign here in Limerick, and now has guided them virtually to a Munster title in his second year here. And there's another one, and that's Shane Dowling with a third. Superb play, inspiring work there by Dowling. Well, the manager's been able to bring these fellas off the bench, and how they have relished the occasion. 23-15.
Jaron, you mentioned Niall Moore there. Look what service he's given to Limerick over the years, and he's had great days and he's had poor days in the Limerick jersey, you'd have to say. And Ollie, his brother, there for so long, you know, maybe without getting over the line with the Munster Championship. So it's a great day for the Mourns and great day for Limerick now. You know, you have to say they've been taken over completely in the last 15 minutes.
It's 11 minutes since Cork scored, but then I think it was very hard on them. I also think that an 8-point difference right now isn't fair on the effort that they put in overall in what has been a very good Munster final. But the scoreline doesn't lie, 23-15. And we've got Shane Dowling with the game almost into stoppage time. 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played, and he's put that one wide. So it's another wide for Limerick, and that's 10 in all. Something to work on for them, no doubt.
Well, Ger, Limerick is a passionate sporting county, as we all know, with the rugby and football and soccer, every other sport, but hurling is a huge game down here. I think we're going to see some pitch invasion after this game. It'll be like a throwback to the old days.
Certainly should be, and that's Niall Moran. Off he goes. Of course, he teaches in Ord Scoilreach, and he's got a point, and he's put it over the bar, and that creams off a wonderful day for him. Just perfection, really. Everything possible that could go right has gone right for Limerick. Everything that could go wrong for Cork has gone wrong for them. Yeah,
but Jerry, you mentioned, look, those subs have scored 6 points from play between them. Kevin Downs has got 2, Shane Dowling has got 3, and Niall Moore got 1, and that's a massive contribution.
It's now a 9-point advantage for Limerick. Seconds away, 1 minute to go. We now know the quarter-final arrangements on July the 28th. It'll be Cork versus Kilkenny. It'll be Galway versus Clare. That now confirmed. Limerick are in the semi-final of the All-Irelands. They'll go there as Munster champions, and who knows, they may yet be All-Ireland champions. Kevin Downs swinging it in there towards Declan Hannon, and they're playing ducks and drakes now at this stage, with the crowd ready for the biggest invasion of this pitch there has been for decades. They're ready for the invasion. The players better get ready. The Gardaí are down there trying to do their best just to get us as far as the 72nd minute.
They're only keeping them off the pitch, Ger. They're not trying to stop them coming on when the final whistle goes.
No, we just want to see the game finish.
Yeah. No one is going to stop them.
24-15. Well, it's quite amazing. Limerick on home soil, a 16th Munster title for them. The first since 1996 when Tom Ryan was in charge. But this is John Allen and his team's big day. The Cork native who has guided Limerick. And it'll be Shane Dowling looking for his 4th point of the match. Up into the crowd. Not sure, it went wide, it's all over. Limerick are the Munster champions 2013. And nobody can take it away from them. John Allen has masterminded a wonderful victory on Shannon's side. They've waited some 17 years. It's a proud sporting city, as you've mentioned, Michael. Great for rugby, great for everything. It's so many facilities here. But look at this setting here. It is spectacular. They've waited so long. Cork congratulate John Allen, who as manager, remember, took up the cudgel as manager of Cork in 2005, which I thought was a very brave thing at the time, because Donal O'Grady had won the All-Ireland the previous year, beating Kilkenny by whatever it was in the 2004 final. And then he came along and took up the challenge of winning in 2005. And I'm sure people said to him, "You're mad, you're crazy, can't be done. You can't emulate what he's already done before you." But he's a man who loves a challenge, and he showed us today just what he's able to produce. And here in the Gaelic ground in Limerick, it has been a very, very worthy success for Limerick. The final score here, for the record, it's Limerick 14, it's Limerick 24 points, Cork 15, 9 between them. Michael, the sending off before half-time, Is that the big moment?
Well, it was a big moment, but at the end of the day, you can't take away from Limerick's fantastic win. But it was huge at the time. You know, Pat Horgan was in behind. He did slap across the back of the head. The referee was close by. He thought it was a red card. I thought it was very harsh. But a fantastic. Look at these scenes out on the pitch. You know, hurling is made to go around. The big championships, the big wins, the Munster Championships, All Ireland. We see and this has been the most brilliant hurling championship so far, and this caps it maybe again today. It's brilliant for hurling. It's like the 90s all over again, and well done to Limerick.
Well done to Limerick indeed. Tears in the eyes of some of the fans, leaping for joy. What a setting, what a summer's day in Limerick. Let's go back to Michael.
Absolutely incredible scenes here at the Gaelic grounds in Limerick on foot of Limerick's first win of the Munster Championship since 1996. And here enjoying it with me in studio, Cyril Farrell, Liam Sheedy and Gerlach Nan. Cyril Farrell, I know that GAA have done a lot of work towards, and particularly in Croke Park, towards keeping the crowd off the field, and there is a big argument to say that as well. But as Ger said in the commentary, this is like the old days. You actually wouldn't really want to stop this.
This is what the GAA is all about. I don't agree with it. I know it's nice for the players and they're held up, but look, you saw the euphoria there, Michael. It's unbelievable. There's nearly 40,000 field Limerick people here. I know there's not, it's half and half, but like, it's been a great occasion. But the big difference in the second half, 10 points each at half time. Limerick scored 14 points in the second half, Cork scored 5. Limerick brought on 3 subs, and I think between the three of them they got 6 points from play, like 6 points out of it. That's a turbo return, and I suppose a big talking point has been sent off of Pat Horgan. But like in the second half, what Limerick weren't doing in the first half, they drove on, they played very intelligent ball, and they picked great scores from outside. Now Cork got some great scores too, but like the extra man just told, and you could feel the momentum was with Limerick, and there was no way they were going to be stopped. And if we're down for 10 more minutes, they're going to be more. The whole lot was just opening and opening and opening. And John Allen has a team now in our semi-final. He has fellas, you could see the likes of Dowling coming on there. These guys are mad to get on and mad to play. They want to start the next day, so he's in a lovely position. And that's what's making this championship so unreal. Dublin and Limerick in the All-Ireland semi-finals. Like no one could have predicted that at the beginning of the year.
Limerick in that second half, Gerlach Nan, were like a juggernaut heading towards victory. You, as a Clareman, have had some great battles with Limerick. They're keenest and sometimes bitterest of rivals of yours, but I've no doubt you would share in this joy with them today.
Well, you see, I had fantastic time for Limerick. As a matter of fact, the last time they won the All-Ireland, I was teaching in Dublin the following day, and I was in Hill 16 with a green cap on me, with a brand new suit. It poured rain, and all the dye of the cap ran down my suit and ruined it for the following day.
I bet you didn't tell the notices that you were wearing the green cap.
In the meantime, when I got on the Clare team afterwards, things changed a bit. But that's the way rivalry is. Now, you think of Limerick and the Munster Championship. They won 2 in the 70s. They won 2 in the 80s. They won 2 in the 90s. But they haven't won any in the last decade or in this decade so far. So this is a big gap for them. This is a massive breakthrough. Now just think back to the under-21 team they had in the year 2000. They never made the breakthrough. Huge hopes for that they would win a Munster Championship. But here we have the souls of this zone in the last few years with their under-21 and the great mixture, the bringing in of John Allen and the return to the traditional Limerick fire and spirit. That's what they did. There was no fancy stuff there in the second half. They moved the ball really quickly and they brought in those great subs and finished off the job. Brilliant, well done to Limerick, fantastic for the county and fantastic for Orly.
We'll go over to the presentation in just a moment, but before that, Liam Sheedy, just a quick word from yourself. Maybe the story of this Limerick success is based in the substitutes list here that they have in this match, because a couple of years ago young players like Shane Dowling, Kevin Downs were being marked out as the future of Limerick hurling. Now I know they came on as subs today, but this is where it's all began.
During a day like today, or Michael, on a day like today, it's a 20-man game. You know what I mean? The heat was unbelievable out there, and in fairness, they have it on the bench, you know. And the important thing is that with top-class players is to keep them hungry enough that they don't feel disappointed that they're not starting and they're willing to play their part. And all 3 guys, you know, Niall Moore, Shane Dowling and Kevin Downs, all ran onto the field, meant to do something for Limerick, and it paid off in the day. You know, as the day, subs really do win matches at the end of the day.
They won't want to start the subs the next day, you can be certain of that. Let's go over to the presentation.
Yes, it's Robert Frost, who is the chairman of the Munster Council, with his cúpla focal just before the presentation is going to be made to Donal O'Grady.
Respective counties. I would also like to thank our sponsors for that generous sponsorship of our championship here today.
Isn't it amazing that when you think about it, the two teams who competed in the Division 1B final back on that night in April, when everybody said they're only 1B, they're now champions. It's Limerick who are Munster champions. Donald O'Grady lifting the Munster Cup, champions for 2013. Just like Dublin are Leinster champions. This is an amazing scene, an amazing setting, a day of joy for everybody in Limerick, a great day for hurling, a great day to be here. What a joy to be part of this sport and everybody having fun and having the day of their lives. Young and old, they'll always remember this day. And the great thing is there's another 2 months of this championship still to go. Who will be holding the McCarthy Cup? Right now, Limerick don't care. Here's Donald O'Grady.
Chairman of the Munster Council, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 16 years since the Munster Cup was in Limerick hands, but finally, today is the day it comes back home. Just a few thank yous. I'd like to thank our backroom team, our hurley carriers, Jerry, John, Joe Hannon, all the boys, the selectors, lads, Donnac O'Donnell, our coach, John Kiley, Eamon Meskel, Mark Lyons. Superb job done with us, lads. We could have lasted another 20 minutes. Well done. There's one man who today, I think, was an awkward enough day for him. He had a Limerick jersey on his back for the last 2 years. And John, you plotted the downfall of the Rebels today, so thank you. To our sponsors, JP and Noreen, it's unbelievable to have you backing us. When JP is involved with us, there's always that sense of belief and hope that we can stand here and lift the Munster Cup. And I think JP, our gratitude goes out to you. You're an outstanding man, and thank you very much. To the county board, another crowd that have been outstanding and backed us from start to finish. Inter-county hurling, lads, has taken on a new lease of life. The commitment involved now is frightening, and there's a lot of expense involved. So to the county board, there was nothing left spared, lads, and we got our reward today, so thank you very much. To Jimmy Barry Murphy, Patrick Cronin and the Cork boys, today is tough, coming down to Limerick. Lads, you're not out of the competition. You made us earn it even though we're down to 14. You pushed us all the way. There's a kick in you, lads, and you'll never know the way the championship has gone. Limerick and Cork could be in the All-Ireland final, so thank you very much for the sporting game. And finally, to the great bunch of supporters that we have. We've had some tough years, lads, but you have to lose them to win them. The hunger that was there in Limerick today, I knew and we knew we would not be beaten. So thank you to everyone for making it a great occasion. Limerick, kaboom!
Donald O'Grady, the Limerick captain, raising the cup aloft. And I tell you something, if Limerick go on to win this year's All-Ireland title, Well, the best of luck to the GA in trying to stop scenes like that at Croke Park. That's all I can say.
That's the thing about Limerick, you know. The one thing, when the Limerick supporters get a sniff of victory, they turn out in massive numbers. They will shake Croke Park in the semi-final when they're there, and they'll give massive help to the team. You know, they are so numerous and so passionate about the game. I know they get a very dispirited at time, but when the team is going well, when they just smell that chance of victory, they come out in huge. Look at that scene out there. Absolutely. What other game would you see that in?
There, he's gone through a lot of the bad times with Limerick, and it's great to see him being rewarded. Like he held the cool when other lads around him for years ago. Things were happening in the camp.
And so it's great for them to have a really solid guy like that as
the professor himself, sure he's more solid than he won't panic.
He's just a perfect man for them, you know.
And it should also be said, because I can see just down from our studio here going out the gate, those Limerick and Cork supporters who are leaving at this stage, leaving shoulder to shoulder, and talking about the match.
That's the thing about the GA. They're talking about health and safety on the pitch. They'll all go together, share the sandwiches and a few drinks together. There's no animosity afterwards. There's no fear of anyone, maybe being pushed around. But like, how can you stop them going out there? And as Gerard says, they get to Croke Park, I don't know how you stop them either. But like, that's part of the GA. I see nothing wrong with it at all. You'd have to say fair play to Cork. They stood out, they're there, they're a bit down, they'll be very disappointed, but they'll be back again and they'll be still hard to beat the championship.
And as well as that, if you were a player or if you're a manager, the biggest thrill you'll ever get after winning a big game is to meet your neighbours outside in the field. It's not the same when you meet them on the pitch where you won the game. It's absolutely. And to see all those just walking around, chatting, meeting each other, taking photographs. What the hell is wrong with that? That's part of Munster Championship anyway. What about Croke Park?
I'd say Limerick have about 3 days to meet their neighbours now anyway, because I'd say they'll be going around all over Limerick. Well, it's fabulous. I mean, look, it's a very they say a lot about the city of Limerick. At the end of the day, Limerick is a city of sport. They love their sport, they love their sporting heroes, they come out in their thousands and they'll flock to this team and they will follow this team, and they've been with them through thick days and through thick and thin. They stood by them, and the support that they got today, like, it really felt like they had an extra man in the stand today. And you would be delighted for Limerick. Listen, it's always difficult in teams to lose a final, and but like John Allen brought his team well prepared today. They done their stuff, done their homework, and they didn't panic when they got the extra man. Drove on and completely outplayed the opposition in the second half. Cork will have to regroup if they're to take on the mighty Kilkenny in 2 weeks' time. But I mean, for today is all about Limerick, and a fantastic victory for them.
But Donald Cusick said a great thing during the week. He says when a team plays with passion, everything else falls into place. Tactics, patterns of play, everything. And it's just to see Limerick there in the second half. They put Helen in full forward. They went back to the traditional alignment of the team, and they just played with absolute fire and passion and method as well. There was great method in their play as well. They took over completely, and to be at a game where players are playing with that passion, that totally adds to the occasion as well.
Well, there was no doubt about their passion in that second half, and everything did for sure fall into place. All right, then it's time for another break. We will have more analysis and reaction when we return now. Plus, by the way, our competition, because there's also a chance for you to bring someone home for this year's All-Ireland Hurling Final and then travel back with them to anywhere in the world. More on that right after these.